Hi, I want to make a video today about something that I talked about on my channel. Like, I made a short video last week, but I want to make a longer video and kind of dig a little deeper into it. So I was thinking about the concept of our microbiome and the whole microbiome exchange that we do when we, share space with people and we touch surfaces that they've touched or other people touch surfaces that we've touched. And I'm not a scientist, but to my understanding, we have our microbiome is our like a bunch of microbes that live on and in us, and that we need them to survive. And we can either you have like a really healthy, balanced microbiome, or it can be a little out of whack, and then we have some health issues and stuff here and there. I think it affects like a lot of things, but I was thinking about how when we move through the world, we touch things, we inhabit spaces, and we share those microbiome or the microbes and spread our microbiome around, how we actually have the potential to physically like leave behind a trail of health and prosperity and longevity everywhere we go for everyone that we come in contact with. And I think, oh, excuse me. I think that concept is just so fucking beautiful. Like, how amazing is that we have that potential to physically leave behind a trail? Like, we all know that we impact the people around us, but I think it's just so cool to wrap your head around the fact that you physically can leave behind a trail of health for anybody else behind you or around you. And all you really have to do that is take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Like, really, really take care of you and nourish the ecosystem that lives inside of you. And then you can spread that health just by existing in the world. That's fucking cool. That's awesome. And I love that. And I was really thinking about how amazing that is. And then I was also thinking about how, if that's true, then on the other hand, the same thing is true if you are out of balance, if you are not the healthiest state. I think it's like a little more nuanced on that side, because what you spread, it depends on who comes into contact, what their inner ecosystem looks like, and like what they are susceptible to, or what can impact them in different ways. But you do leave the door open to let them be, or to let other people around you become susceptible to disease or things like depression and stuff like that. And I think that this concept, it really extends also to our mental, emotional state, where, if you have, like, even if you go about the world and you are doing all the right things, you're volunteering in a soup kitchen, you're helping your friends out, you are taking time to rest for yourself, doing all of the right things. But if you are carrying hate or anger or shame or fear or anything like that in your heart, you are actually walking around leaving little traces of that in the world that, other people could be susceptible to. You never know how it's going to impact the people around you, but you are leaving the door open for it to negatively impact people, which can be, counterproductive to our goal of walking around the world and making it a better place just by existing. So I think that, it goes with the same concept. You have to take care of yourself first, and then you can make the world a better place literally just by walking around, being yourself, being your most authentic, happiest, healthiest version of you, which is so fucking cool. Like, literally all we have to do, and I'm not saying like throw out community service or helping people, but it has to come from a place of, of feeling good. Like, those things naturally feel good to us because we're supposed to be doing them, but they can't come from a place of people pleasing or needing external validation or, feeling obligated. Like, it has to come from a place of just pure love. And I know those things can often come hand in hand. You can love people and also feel obligated to do things, and also feel, overworked. But basically what I'm trying to say is, just all you have to do in this world to make the world a better place is take care of yourself, which is so cool. And I think often when people in the spiritual community talk about like negative energies like fear and anger and um shame and hatred and things like that can build up, I feel like people sometimes get confused and think like, well, those things are part of being a person, that's part of life, and it absolutely is. And we are meant to feel those things, we are meant to experience them. Sorry, I'm not very articulate today. And then we're supposed to let them go. And that is its whole journey. That is the journey. That is life. That is what we're here to do, or part of it. You know, we're here to experience all the world has to offer. But I feel like that is such a huge part of the human experience, is learning to let those emotions move through us, but not carry them in our heart. And by carrying it in your heart, I mean like when it becomes part of your identity, when the anger becomes part of your personality, when these negative energies are allowed to dictate how you see the world, how you move through the world, how you speak, how you act, that is carrying it in your heart. And that is so different from feeling it, experiencing it, and letting it go. Yeah, and so I was just thinking about like how cool that is. All we have to do in the world to make the world a better place is take care of yourself. Make yourself the healthiest, happiest, most authentic version of yourself, and you are making the world a better place, because the world is better with you in it. And this is our journey as humans, and I just think that is fucking awesome. So take this as your sign to start taking care of yourself and putting yourself as your first priority. Yeah, and I love you, and go out and spread your love in the world, because we need it.